Why do you pursue me, Arisen? You have fulfilled your charge, are you not satisfied? Seek you greater status? Perhaps to rule the world entire. To power you desire, you need merely spy out the path.
The choice is thine, Arisen. By thy will alone can the course of the rivers of fate be altered.
You would still resist your fate. Understand you the folly of such a decision. Even the beating of your reclaimed heart was born of the great will of this world. Yet you would abandon it. Everything in this world, all that you have come to know as reality, is the creation of the great will. Should that will be lost, no mortal being could survive. However, if regret yet assails your spirit, then perhaps you should reaffirm your choice. Witness with your own eyes, or through the eyes of another, the fate of this world.
It is thy will to defend the world, then thou needst simply bring me low. Yet what reason hast thou to attempt such a feat? I need merely look into thine eyes to know the answer to that. Thou wishest to despise
No, stay away.
Pray. Turn back.
Leave now, while you can.
You have strayed, Arisen. And for what? Lest you forget. You have a world where you belong. There, you are to fell the great evil in your path and rule the people as their sovereign. For that is who you are. And it is my wish that you should live out that life of purpose. The time has come for you to return. Go. My children shall see you there safely.
Let us go home. Together.
To a world under your rightful rule.
To a world all your own.
This is your will? Then behold, a world unmerciful, bereft the benevolent hands that guides. You find it strange. But this is your world. The world to which you longed to return. Alas, if only you had chosen to become sovereign. At the end of your travails, you could have ruled over these lands in perpetual peace. Yet that world of limitless possibilities has ended. You stand now upon its remains, the vestiges of a world that could have been so much more. Innumerable wills have served to deliver this world from extinction time and time again. You alone have refused to carry out that great purpose. What you see before you is the consequence of your apathy. Behold. Twill all come to an end, as it has failed to be chosen, and as 'twill ne'er be read, this world will soon cease to exist. In the blink of an eye, the sickle of oblivion will reap aught that you have known. I would advise you not to waste these last moments. Explore the remnants of this world while you can. Perhaps, in doing so, you shall come to see the truth, and know the wretchedness of a world unworthy of being chronicled. How shall you fare, I wonder? Will you endure in this world, abandoned and unprotected?
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Since times of eld, dragon blood. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of less... the drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall hunt. Sit to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell.
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look? Your pawn is nowhere to be seen, Master. But where would a pawn possibly go, leaving their own master behind?
Perhaps this too is Lord Phases' doing. We ought to go and speak with him at the Forbidden Magic Research Lab.
Always a fresh breeze blowing. Perhaps this theorem will provide some insight.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Breadth of knowledge is no less important.
Ah, Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day when a new calamity befell us. A host of dragons descended from the skies and fell upon the land with fang and claw. Luz the Oracle called upon me ere you arrived. As she tells it, Melve and its environs have already fallen prey to the beasts. 'Tis surely only a matter of time before the rest of the kingdom follows suit. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside near Batal. Recognizing your pawn, I decided to take the ailing thing into my custody. I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key to making sense of all this madness. Alas, try what I might, your pawn will not wake. Mayhap you will succeed where I could not. The pawn is, after all, yours to command. Indeed, then I shall take my turn. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield me some information. But as you have returned, I would hear the truth from your lips. Tell me, Arisen, what became of you this past month? So, following your plunge into the sea on the dragon's back, some mysterious presence reached out to you. Could that have been the World Forged? Yet why would such a being linger in those fathomless depths? I can only speculate. And speculate I shall. This ought to prove a fruitful avenue of investigation. For that, I thank you. Now, if you can find a way to end this interminable slumber, your pawn is, of course, free to rejoin you.
Oh, Master. How long I've slept. Far too long, it seems. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
But not at the expense of my duty.
What has become of the world? Would that there were someone who could explain this madness.
Come to think of it, did not Sir Rotheus speak of releasing the world from its bonds in the seafloor shrine?
If this is indeed the world unbound, then perhaps we ought to seek out his wisdom.
Our foes are like to use the dark against us.
Can't help but talk in a whisper when I
What teachings might salve the people's woes? May this prayer bring the people salvation.
A peculiar sensation filled me during my time with Lord Phaesus. Though I was unconscious, I could always sense your presence arisen. And so my faith in our bond remained steadfast.
Touching, but alas, that's where our heartening thoughts end. For the world is now in peril and there is much to be done.
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The direct path through the gap in those rocks is somehow obstructed. We
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction! But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Feast your eyes on this!
Stand and fight, you gutless wanderer!
Yeah, ask it for it.
This looks like trouble.
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
Yeah, asking for it. Cut one monster down and two more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
I ill like our prospects.
How do you like that?
And they're tired of this.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go.
what we could achieve if we honed our talents further.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice. Enough dallying. Follow me. Fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Principles are as dust.
You're not living to regret this. There are too many of them. Better we cut down only those we must to proceed.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
Incidentally,
The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Unproven is of little practical use.
cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
I ill like our prospects.
Might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
Few know the real nature of the dragon.
There must be a way out of this.
There it is! The dragon at the heart of all this destruction. The world is in an unfathomable state. What a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it. The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Go, do what you must. I will remain here and continue my work. Someday soon, I will lay bare the truth of this world. And on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us all.
cannot begin to fathom what would become of the world after this.
Who would wish for such a...
Their master, Saurians!
Seems our foe is resistant to fire.
Well done.
Feast your eyes on this. You are mighty indeed, Arisen. Tis a hasty retreat we're beating. Is there not more to see?
'Tis not for you to question the Arisen's judgment. I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
I'll acquit myself better next time. You can be sure of that.
Now we can resume our grand adventure.
Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
Here's hoping for a decent...
Well met, sir. For bread and board, you'll find none better. Glad to be of service, sir.
Pretty kind to me.
So many happy voices carried on the wind.
if I might be so bold as to speak my mind?
Now, mayhap you'll think twice before doubting.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. Done. Thank you, Arisen. I am overjoyed to have completed the task my master set for me.
Not a bad idea.
We are under attack.
Too fast for you?
Leave it to me, Arisen.
What is it? What has happened to your magic?
Ha! How do you like that?
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
has left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
Let's see. What can we do without?
No longer do I feel the probing gaze of the Watching One. Is this your doing, newest of the Arisen? I am he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, I was dissatisfied and sought e'er greater heights, till at last I ruled the world entire. Thus did I come to know of the Watching One. The being by whose many eyes and ears no one or thing in this world goes unobserved. As to the purpose with which they watch, I know not. Yet I did divine one thing. This world has lain neath the Watching One's unwavering gaze ere the dawn of its history. I despaired at this discovery, for if all is but a stage, did that not render my hard-won glories, my throne astride the world, mere spectacles for the all-seeing eye to watch? Aye, 'twas all a farce, and I, the fool, exulting in my wooden crown. Do you understand, newest of the Arisen? This is why I sought to fell the Watching One. Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false, be they man or woman, human or beastman, young or old, I did not succeed. Indeed, my efforts led only to my own ruin. I was dubbed the Mad Sovereign, and by the hand of a new Arisen, consigned to this place forevermore. Yet, I can only assume that you have achieved what I could not. How else to explain the changes I sense in the world? Ah, what bitter gall that I cannot witness the outcome for myself. Falter not, newest of the Arisen, for your path is just. And, fading spirit though I am, I may yet summon those who can be of aid to you.
I see you have returned, Arisen One. The Mad Sovereign has called, and so we answer. If you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them here. For this place may chance to escape the coming destruction.
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
'Tis as you say.
Since times of eld, dragon blood. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap. Then I bid ye farewell. And
the Mad Sovereign's power yet girds this place. It could prove the last bastion of hope for the people of this world. Alas, 'twill not hold forever. The coming destruction can only truly be forestalled if 'tis sundered at its heart.